welcome to Thursday's maths lesson. So let's get started with practicing our 5 times table. Okay, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 5 is 15, 4 times 5 is 20. 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 5 is 30, 7 times 5 is 35, 8 times 5 is 40, 9 times 5 is 45, 10 times 5 is 50, 11 times 5 is 55, and 12 times 5 is 60. Okay, now I'm just going to remove some different numbers. I've got 3 times 5 is 15, and I'm going to take away 9 times 5 is 45, and I'm going to take away, actually this is easy, 10 times 5, that's easy. 10 times 5 is 60, I'm going to take those away. Let's get started. Okay, 1 times 5 is 5, 2 times 5 is 10, 3 times 5 is 15, 4 times 5 is 20, 5 times 5 is 25, 6 times 5 is 30, 7 times 5 is 35, 8 times 5 is 40, 9 times 5 is 45, 10 times 5 is 50, 11 times 5 is 55, 12 times 5 is 60. Did I say that wrong earlier? I think I might have done.
I think you did.
Yes,
yeah.
Sorry about that. We all make mistakes.
We do.
Never mind.
Even Mr. Fed.
Even Mr. Fed. But yes, 12 times 5 is 60. Okay, right. Let's crack on with today's lesson. So we are doing more on fractions, but a little bit different today. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, so next slide, please. Mr. Lake. Right. Oh, this is good news, Mr. Lake. Just a moment.
This does look like good news. Cause for celebration.
I have some of my Christmas chocolates left over.
Wow.
And I thought we could share them.
Yeah. That
Okay.
sounds good.
Now I've got 2 plates here, one for you and one for me. Could you hold both plates?
I can.
Just
Indeed. There we go.
I'm
2
not
plates.
an octopus. Right, so open them up and I'll just count them up. So I've got 1, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 chocolates in here. 12 chocolates. So let's say you get half of them,
Yep.
and I will get half of them. So we're looking at what we're really wanting to do is we want to do half. We're working out half of 12, aren't we? Yep. So
Yep.
let's share out our 12 chocolates between me and you, our 12 sweets between me and you. So 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, to me, to you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for me, and 1 for you. So I have split my 12 chocolates into half for me, half for you. So how many is on this plate, Mr. Lake?
We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
We should have the same amount here, but let's just check.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Excellent. So we worked out that if half of my 12 chocolates, half of 12 equals 6. Okay. Oh, I forgot. Mrs. Lee.
She won't be happy.
She won't be happy if she knows
won't.
we've finished all the chocolates. We better put them back. Put them back, please. Put them all back. Now we're going to have to split this into 3. Oh, I've got one more plate for Mrs. Lee.
Oh, so we're not going to be doing it in halves this time then?
No, so we're going to have to split it into 3 groups or thirds. So we'll still have 12 sweets in here. Okay, so but this time it will be. Oh, dear me, let's put this down. Oh, technical issues, never mind. Right, so we are working out. Let's see if we go on the next slide. There we go, this is better. So for Mrs. Lee, we're working out 1. So we're going to split these 12 sweets into thirds, aren't we? So we're looking at third.
Groups, yep.
So 3 groups, 1/3 of 12 is what we're doing, isn't it? Because we're splitting our 12 sweets into 3 groups. So let's share them out. So 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for Mrs. Lee, 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for Mrs. Lee. 1 for me, 1 for you, 1 for Mrs. Lee, 1 for me, 1 for you, and 1 for Mrs. Lee.
Perfect.
Okay, so I can see there's 4 on this plate.
There's 4 on this plate, and there's 4 on this plate.
Okay, so we've worked out that if we share our 12 sweets into 3 groups, into thirds, we get 4 sweets each. Okay, so we've worked out that 1/3 of 12 equals 4. Lovely. Right, let's just put our sweets out of the way. So this is what we're looking at today, and it's called fractions of quantity or fractions of amount. Okay, so we have this question. Can you read the question to us, please, Mr. Lake?
Okay, so, a fraction there. So we've got 1/4, because a quarter is where we've got 4 groups, right? So 1/4 of 8.
Okay, 1/4 of 8. Now, just as we shared our sweets out on the plates, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to draw our plates, okay?
Ooh, I like it.
So we're going to use now the bar model for this, okay? We have used this for some other things, okay? Now, so first of all, how many sweets do we start with, Mr. Lake?
We've got 8.
So we'll do a nice bar up there. We've got 8 sweets. Now, 1/4. So how many plates do we need? How many groups are we sharing these sweets into?
Well, we're going to need 4 plates, aren't we?
We're going to need 4 plates. So let me just do that, and we'll split this into 4. 1, 2, let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got our 4 plates there. Okay, now I'm going to pretend I'm drawing sweets. So let's share out our 8 sweets. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8.
Good, and you need to stop there, don't you? Because it's 8 sweets we're sharing.
Yes, stop there. So, Mr. Lake, we are looking at 1/4, so 1 of the plates. So if we just circle 1 of them, yeah?
Yep. Okay.
So 1 of the plates, so how many sweets are in that 1 plate?
There are 2 sweets on that 1 plate.
2 sweets. So we have worked out that 1/4 of 8 equals 2. Okay, now Mr. Lake, can we just for a second, I'm just gonna jump here, okay, and there we go. Oh. Okay, I'm back. So now, Mr. Lake, I have a question for you.
Yep.
So we knew 1/4 of 8 is 2, but
Yep.
what if this said 3/4 of
Ooh.
8?
Okay, so when it was 1/4, we just counted 1 plate, didn't we? So if it's 3/4, I'm guessing I need to look at 3 plates. So there's 1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, but I only need to look at what's on 3 of them. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to circle 3 plates here, 1, 2, 3, and count how many is on those plates. So we've got 2, 4, 6. 6. So I think 3/4 of 8 would be 6.
You're absolutely right. Great, so let's pop that answer in. Okay, so that'd be nice, wouldn't it? If I got 3/4 of 8 and you only got 1/4, that'd be great for me. Okay, right, next slide. So now we have the question. So this says 1/3 of 18. So Mr. Lake, you're gonna have a go this time.
Okay,
So how many sweets have we got?
I've got 18 sweets.
And how many plates are we gonna share it amongst?
3.
3. So our denominator is 3, sharing it on 3 plates. So can you start by drawing us out that lovely bar, please?
Okay, so it's 18 sweets I have, so I'm just going to put 18 up here. Make it nice and big. So I've got 18 sweets, but I'm sharing them between 3 people, so I need 3 plates. So put lines there. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
Great. Now just share out your sweets.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
And stop there because
Yep.
there's only 18 sweets. Now, you're going to get to keep, if this is, imagine this, you're going to get to keep one of those plates.
Yep.
Okay, so put a ring round one of those plates.
Okay, that's my plate there.
And then how many sweets do you get to keep, Mr. Lake?
So I only need to count that one plate. So I've got 2, 4, 6. 6 sweets. So 1/3 of 18 must be 6.
Excellent. Okay. Now, what if, Mr. Lake, what if actually it wasn't 1/3? What if I said you're very lucky and you get to have 2/3? What would you do in that case?
Well, in that case, I'd then be looking at 2 plates, not 1 plate. So if I just put this ring around 2 plates here.
Yeah, we'll just ignore that for now.
Yep, so forget that one. That would be 2/3 because I've got 2 plates there. And I'd now have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. 12. So 2/3 must be 12.
12. Excellent. Lovely. Okay. Right, let's go on. So the question is 3/4 of 20. So do you want to have a go at drawing that then,
Yep,
Mr.
brilliant.
Lake?
So I've got 20 sweets to share. Okay, so 20 goes at the top of my bar here. Okay, and I don't know why that changed colour, but let's go with it. And I'm sharing that 20. If it's in quarters, that means 4 groups. So I need 4 plates.
4 plates, 4 groups.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I now then need to share my 20 sweets between those 4 plates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and I need to stop there. Okay, so, but I need to look back again at the fraction because this time it's set, the numerator is 3, so that means I need to circle 3 of those plates because it's 3/4. So I'm going to circle 3 of them, and I need to count up what's in those 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I can see actually there's 5 in each of them anyway. So I'm going to count in 5s. 5, 10, 15. So 3/4 of 20 would be 15. Am I right?
You're not wrong. And I would love 15 sweets.
Yeah.
Right.
You're only getting 5. That's your plate.
So your activity for today, if you click on the work for Thursday, this is there on the sheet. These questions, you've got the mild ones here, where you only have to, you're going to circle one of those groups, and then here you may have more than one of those groups, okay? Enjoy it, have fun, draw out those bars really neatly. Remember, Mr. Lake was drawing it quite big, so he didn't get in a muddle, okay? And do send us what you do on Dojo, please.
Have fun.